Hi, my name is Hannah, and you are watching an installment of Disperse training videos where we're explaining the ins and outs of Disperse's progress report. In one of our previous videos, we explored some other weekly deliverables, such as the Pulse dashboards by trade and by phase, and the executive summary. In this video, you're going to learn about the content and features of our most comprehensive and detailed deliverable, the progress report. Let's begin. An updated progress report will be delivered to you every week and can be found when clicked on the View Reports button in the top right-hand corner of Impulse and navigated to the week of interest. Since the progress report comes in an Office Excel format, it is not directly viewable on our platform and needs to be downloaded to your local machine. Due to a recent Microsoft Office update, there is an extra step you need to take in order to enable full report functionality before opening. To do that, navigate to the folder where the progress report is downloaded. Right-click on the file and find the properties. Once opened, you will be shown a new window at the bottom of which you will find the necessary unblock option. Be sure to check the box next to the option, then click Apply, and then OK. This will make sure that Office Excel reads all functionalities of the report correctly. Now you can open the progress report. The first tab of the Excel file is a short how-to that is always handy if you need to be reminded of some functionalities of the progress report. The content of this tab is effectively a condensed overview of today's instructional video. The second tab shows a complete list of all Disperse tracked tasks, or rather a task breakdown that we agreed on in the configuration process for your project. Your phases and tasks have further been separated into visually trackable components that we are reporting progress on. This is how the progress report itself is structured as well. Additional columns in the task breakdown contain descriptions of specific components, the trades in charge of installing them, and an additional column in case you need to leave any comments. Your progress report can have as little as one progress tab or as many as there are segments to your project, which means that the arrangement of the progress report is configurable to your preference. All tabs will have the exact same layout and features. What may differ are the spatial groups appearing in the sheets themselves, as well as tasks and components connected to particular differentiated areas. Sometimes the available buttons in the Filter Select section will differ, depending on the structure in question. In this example report, we can see that the structure of works was separated into apartments, the building's lobby, the common areas, and the hoist areas. When scrolling through the tabs, you will notice that the general layout is the same, save for the task list, the spatial units tracked, and a few filter buttons. Let's dive deeper into one of these sheets. When looking at the progress table, you will see that the horizontal rows represent unique tasks that Disperse is tracking, and that the vertical columns represent the areas where these tasks are being tracked, by default grouped by floor. The grayed out entries signify a non-trackable task that Disperse cannot report on. At the intersection of these rows and columns, you will find all the needed information about the progress of a specific task in a specific area. The first column will always be the overall column that calculates progress for the entire phase or region. There are a few distinct characteristics to pay attention to when reading the progress report. First and foremost, the progress, i.e., the numbers indicating percentage completion for a given task in a given area. Bear in mind that this percentage will always get rounded off to the nearest 5%, except for the last few percent before 100, which are always rounded lower to 95% so as to not indicate false completion. The checkmark symbol, of course, indicates the completion of a given task in a given area. If you see a non-applicable abbreviation in a cell, this means that a given task does not appear and hence is not being tracked in that given area. The second important feature of the progress report are the schedule adherence indicators. You will notice small colorful circles to the left of most progress numbers. These icons are an effective traffic light system indicating whether a task is on schedule, color green, progressing slowly or nearing delays, color yellow, or is already behind schedule and running late, color red. Upon completion, the circle will disappear. The circle won't appear for tasks that are not applicable to a given area either. Other cells that don't contain a circle actually don't have a planned date input into our system, often dispersed at tasks that are important to track but not contained in your original schedule. Another important feature of the progress report shows the pace at which works progress on site. This is indicated by the fill of a given cell. The fill can either be green to signify progress or red to signify regress. Depending on the shade of the color, different percentage of progress increase or decrease has happened during the course of last week. The lightest shade signifies a maximum 5% change. Similarly, the middle shade indicates up to 20% change, and the darkest shade indicates up to 40% of change. Every signal that can be found in this sheet is also explained in the legend at the bottom of every sheet. Now that we know how to read the progress report, it's time to dive deeper into the details of specific areas and tasks. The buttons found at the top left of the sheet help us filter and show exactly what we need to see. If you click on the Component View button, you will notice that the sheet now expanded to show individual components of each task and that the progress for each component in a given area is shown. You can see that the overall progress for an entire task is still visible in this view. You can click the same button when you want to go back to the default view. If you want to further investigate a specific unit or room, click on the button right below the first one. Depending on the configuration of the project, this might be a room, duplex, apartment, area, or region view. In this case, we will click on the duplex view to reveal the structure in greater detail. Click on to investigate other levels of spatial organization. In this view, you might notice that some area names are grayed out. This means that this particular area was inaccessible this week, and thus not scanned. This indicator can explain why you're not seeing any progress in that area this week. Let's leave this setup like it is for now and re-click the Component View button. Now you can see every component's progress in every unit of your building. The progress report, at its most detailed, has one more segment expanded. Click on the Show Dates button to reveal the segment where you can find the planned start and end dates, along with the actual start and end dates. Pay special attention to the row headers, indicating which date is which. Now that the sheet is at its most expanded, you can employ some of the filters to search for a specific task, subcontractor, or floor. This is how to do it. Click on the Select Task or Phase button. When a window opens, select as few or as many tasks as you need. The entire sheet will conform to your choice. Notice the small asterisk on the selection button. That means that a filter is active. Let's filter by floor now. Click on the Select Floor button, and same as before, click as many or as few as you want. Scroll to the side and notice that you can only see the selected task on only the selected floors. Is the sheet still too crowded? Hide the dates. Now you can clearly see exactly what you were looking for. Are you done investigating this task? Just click on the filter again and select the Show All option. This will reset the task filter. If you want to know what a particular subcontractor has been up to, you can click on the subcontractor filter and select any and as many subcontractors as you wish. Did you go too far down the rabbit hole? Just click on the Clear All Filters button and you're back to square one. If you're only interested in actual progress numbers for what Disperse is tracking, click the Exclude Non-Visuals button and all the NA tasks will hide from your view. Last but not least, if you are interested only in overall numbers for each floor or unit, you can click the Totals View button and it will show you exactly that and nothing else. With that, we conclude the progress report usage instructional video. In the duration of this video, we went over the content of the progress report as well as different ways of filtering the relevant data according to your needs. Bear in mind that the progress report is a Disperse add-on, and if you currently don't have it, you can at any time contact your Disperse account executive and discuss adding it to your deliverables. Should you have any questions after watching this video, do not hesitate to reach out to the solution consultant on your project and ask for further clarification. Thank you for watching.